as I got into management, I realized the full potential of what it means to actually manage a team. What does it mean to manage a department? What happens if you manage multiple departments? Because you can only control a little part of the world, but what happens? So it kept pushing me to want to go and do more. And then it sounds maybe silly, but I heard people say how much they, at other companies, I'd get together with friends and like, oh, I do this, but I hate my job. I was like, why? And they're like, well, the culture's bad. My boss doesn't care about me. And as that motivated me, I remember talking to my wife and I was like, I want to build a company that people can be excited to go to work every day. Like, I don't want them leaving at 5, like, oh, thank goodness this day's over. Oh, I don't want to go tomorrow either. And the weekend, oh my gosh, why do we have to go back? I'm like, I don't want that. I want to create a culture where people are like, oh, it's Sunday night. I can't wait for Monday to get there. So that was also driving me to want to keep growing in my career at the company, is because I wanted to get to the top where I could control and influence and help the culture. My parents did a great job, but I had my own ideas that I wanted
a passion for that.
Yeah, so that all these things got me to want to be invested, to be part of the company further and further and more.
So was it just kind of like up and to the right in terms of your passion every day? You got more and more excited, or was there ever a point where you're like, oh, I'm stuck, or I'm not sure?
What's the right answer, I should say, on this one? No, I definitely had moments where I felt like I was growing and excited, and then there was, oh my gosh, we hit a wall. We hit a wall, and I'm not sure what I can do now, and I don't even know if I matter. I don't even know if I can accomplish this.
Really?
Is this a fantasy? Like, can I ever accomplish this? Because here's the truth.
What was going on that made you feel like, I don't know if I matter?
Well, a couple things. I think when you're so passionate about something and it's deflating, where sometimes you roll out a new change, right? Something that you believe is going to help get the company there, and you hear the murmurs, or you hear like, well, people don't like change, and you're making them feel uncomfortable with what you're asking them to do. And I wasn't prepared for that. I was living in the world of, oh, if I just tell everyone that this is a great idea and I don't explain the why behind it, I didn't even know that was important. I thought, oh, everyone's just going to jump in with me. And so there's this moments of, it takes a lot of work, and you have to be able to explain the why behind it. Even if you get it, you might have to explain that why over and over and over for other people to get it. And those moments tested me of, are you willing to put the time and the energy into it in order to get other people there? And so I had to, I guess, basically make sure that I could stick it out and make sure that I was willing to be patient with people. You always think you're patient with people, and then you get in these moments and you realize, wow, I got a lot of area to grow in this area of
patience is one of the hardest. I mean, it takes a lot of tenacity. And what you're talking about actually matters anytime you're in leadership, being able to connect the why to the what.
Always.
But I'd have to think that being the son of the boss, the SOB,
that's right.
You get even another layer of resistance.
Oh, man.
In terms of, you're trying to influence an existing culture.
Yep.
And you're the boss's son.
And that was always in my mind. Like, I'm the boss's kid, and my dad had built something from ground zero. So one, do I deserve this? Am I the right guy, or I have the right last name? That was always constantly in my mind. It drove me to constantly be pushing myself and try to stand out and make sure that I can do it right. I never wanted to take the shortcut, ever. So, but yes, all this stuff is in your mind of, how do I get people there? And also, where's my credibility? Like, I'm learning right now. I'm trying to develop to be a leader. While my dad has been a leader now, and established that respect. And where's my respect? So I had to make sure that I could grow my own trust with the team. So there's a lot of ways you can do that, but the biggest thing is it's how you communicate. And I do, fortunately, I've been very thankful to be part of the leadership teams here at EntreLeadership with like CEOs. I believe you guys EntreLeadership Elite. When I joined, it was all access, and the senior, about 6 other CEOs every time we meet, share about how important communication is. It isn't just a one-time thing that people struggle with. It's not like one business struggles with this. Communication is so critical for any team success, and I hear this over and over again. And it never stops growing in this area of getting people to help follow you. You've got to be able to grab their hearts. But even if you can't grab their hearts, help them understand why we're going here. Because the heart thing might come later. Again, you have to be patient. You have to be willing to, stay committed, and not just, say that everyone has to say yes to me in this moment. It's okay if some people are like, I don't know how I feel about this, but I will support it and give me some time to digest this. But it starts with your communication as a leader.